Okay, we are back from the grocery store. We are making lasagna. A little bit healthier spin on it though, because we are going to use turkey burger, and we're going to put spinach in it. So we're going to put all the spinach in there. Yep. Get our greens in there. Of course, the lasagna shells. I'll use that brand a little bit. And I did get some carbone. I usually don't particularly use this or this brand because this is a classic vodka sauce, but I thought maybe to give it a nice little spin on it, on the flavor. You maxing that food. And I always put onion, green pepper, garlic. So I get red onion flavor, green pepper, garlic, fresh tomatoes, like 4 or 5, because after the meat marinates, you're gonna cut these up and let that real natural juice, not canned tomato juice, just so much healthier. And like I said, we're gonna use turkey burger. You just gotta season it up really good. And it's like so much healthier than ground beef. And then, of course, you know, the cheese is not so healthy, but we're not even gonna put that much in there. Like, you know, it's gonna be a healthier lasagna. Saucy, flavorful, and a little bit of cheese on it. So, I just wanted to go over everything I got. And then I also put a little ricotta. It's just like, I smeared like a thin layer on the noodles when I'm layering it, just to give it a little pop of flavor. It adds like a little flavor. So I use that brand. Okay. So we got the ricotta, we got the carbone, we got the Tolomac cheese, we got the Genio turkey burger, we got our fresh veggies. We got green pepper, onion, garlic, fresh tomato, and then we're also going to layer it with the spinach. So good. And of course, we got our noodles. So, I'm going to show you what I use to season the turkey burger, and we're going to get to it step by step. Okay. So, you guys, right before we put the olive oil in the pan to saute the vegetables, we gotta cut them up. So we'll be cutting up the red onion, green pepper, and garlic. Exactly. Boom. How I do it. Get that on up out of there. Okay? Trash. I don't even like that in there. You feel me? So I usually cut around that and get that up out of there. I don't like that. I'm not going to use that. Nobody's using that. Nobody's using that. Nobody wants some seeds. No seeds. Fresh. Clean. Boom. Fresh. You feel that off? Y'all can't even hear me. Man. I'm gonna have to cut out all that. How annoying. I turned off the TV specifically for that, so we're gonna put it all in here. So what I was saying is make sure you get all that, all the seeds out of that green pepper. And what we did is we just cut it up into chunks after those. Make sure you see me. You see that? Boom. Done. Green pepper is done. That quick. We're gonna rinse it all off after. I'm very clean with cooking. Very, very clean. It's important. You know, kitchen's clean to start off. Kitchen is clean. Okay, start cooking in a clean kitchen. It's very important. Nobody wants to eat your dirty food. Nobody wants to eat your dirty food. I'm sorry. So boom, moving on to the next, the onion, the red onion. Because you know, I was noticing when I was watching DDG cook with, I can't believe I can't remember her name right now. I love her, but he did not know how to cut up tomato. I'm like, what? So, as you can see, I cut that top off. We gotta peel that off. We're not eating that. We're not eating that. We're not eating that. I'm not eating that. You peel that off, right? Boom. We don't need that. That is trash. We want it to be clean like that. That's how we want it. Best way to cut an onion. Boom. Slice, 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 slice. Down the other way. See that there? Boom. You done already got that stuff together. You done already got it together. It's done, baby. I don't like hella onions in my stuff. So we just, and if you want to go through it again, kind of like chop through it, because you don't like big chunks of onion. Some people don't be liking, you bite into lasagna, big chunk of onion. That's not something you want to bite into, a big chunk of onion in lasagna. You just don't. It's up to you. Get all that good food. We're not wasting food around here. It is too expensive. Okay? It is too expensive. Moving on. So, garlic's not the easiest. Get into it. Yep. See what I just did there? I just knocked that loose. You gotta knock it loose with the garlic. Now, if you don't really want to go through this process, they do have minced garlic that you could just buy right out of the jar. Not saying I've never used it before, but I just questioned it the last time. You know, like, who they got mincing all this up? You know, let me just do it myself. So that's what you do. You smash it. Smash it down. And it's going to look like this. Right? Gives you easy access to just peel right off. That's what you want. That's the garlic you want. That's what you want. You might not want this edge right there. So I'm going to cut that on off. You know? But easy. Boom. Boom. Done. Watch. See how I smash that? Okay. You want to go time out? And we're gonna do another one straight like that, straight like that. I got a couple of them. I like garlic. Peel it off, just easy, just peels right off. And then it keeps the flavor in it. By smashing it, you know, it's taking the flavor up out of it already. Juice is coming out. Good raw flavor, like good garlic raw, baby. Yeah. Okay. So we are now ready to go ahead and give this another like little quick rinse. Just make sure all our little veggies are just all nice and clean. Okay. Get out that water. All I did was drain that water out. We are all set to go. Let's put the turkey burger in. Okay. A little bit of a thicker pan because we're going to be putting sauces and everything in there. We don't want it to overflow. And we want it, we doing like more of a saucier, you know, less thick, less heavy. Lasagna can be heavy than meat. You know, the pasta, we're just trying to make it a little bit lighter. That's why we're using turkey burgers. So a little bit of olive oil. Don't matter which kind you use. I think I just be getting the cheapest ones these days. You know, just coat, just a little bit of sprinkle. Turn that on. Turn it down to like medium heat. Medium to low. You don't want that to heat up too fast. You know? You don't want it to heat up too fast. We're gonna take our veggies. And you know what? Let me do it the right way. Usually I let the olive oil heat up a little bit. Okay. Our oil is nice and hot. Add our veggies. Bentley! Okay. Let that saute on in there. Let those veggies get soft. Probably take about, on medium heat, about 5 minutes, I want to say. Sometimes they say 2 to 3 minutes. No, because we got green pepper in there. Leave those in there like for 5 minutes. Let them get soft. And then we'll add the turkey burger. Okay, y'all. We are back in action. I had to, you see that? We had to do a couple of the dishes, wipe off the counter. You know, it's always good for it to be like clean. You know, it just feels so much more organized. So anyway, just a tip on cooking. We open that bad boy up and put it right in. Oops, I wasn't supposed to go in there. Go ahead and chop that meat on up, just like you would do hamburger. I'm a little heavy-handed. I know that about myself. Like with everything. Like my nails only last like a week. Like, I don't know what it is. I try. I just like, the athlete in me, I don't know. It's heavy-handed. Everything. So we're just gonna do some black pepper. Okay. Yeah, heavy on the seasoning. It's turkey burger. You want this flavor to come all the way through to that lasagna. All the way through. We're gonna do a little bit of paprika. I ain't gonna hold y'all, like, I am missing 2 of my main seasonings. I don't know why I always do this. So garlic powder, I'm gonna tell y'all too. Garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of oregano, and keep in mind, I'm gonna give you guys all these ingredients in the beginning of the video. I'm just saying it here. You're gonna have it. You're gonna have all your ingredients by now. So take out your onion powder, garlic powder, oregano, black pepper, paprika, and I was just trying to see if I had anything else that I could do. After you put those seasonings in there, just go ahead and chop that out. We're gonna let this saute for like 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, we're gonna chop up our fresh tomatoes, and those are gonna just simmer in there. And when we do that, we're gonna put our water on to boil the pasta shells. So get that ready. Yeah, guys, so I ran out of my garlic powder and onion powder, so I went and grabbed some. So we now have the same seasonings. Okay. It's starting to look. Hope yours looks like that. And we are gonna put in, see that? All that flavor is already coming in. Okay, let's add the tomatoes. I hope you already cut them up. I was joking. I wasn't gonna leave you hanging like that. So you just cut off the top. You cut that part off. You don't want that part. Keep that. Right? Easy. Force. 1, 2. That's it. That is literally it. You just want all that juice to come out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So that's why we don't want to cut them down too much, because we want all that juice in there to come out in that pan. So we want to create that fresh juice. We don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose it, so don't squeeze them anything. Look, that's all that should be on here. Now we're going to take that. We're going to add them right in there. Okay? Just like so. Boom, shaka, laka, shaka, laka, shaka, laka, shaka, boom. Boom, G. I hope you have a pan with a cover. Definitely way better to keep that steam inside so that it really sautés down. Okay. Look, you see how it just broke up right in there like that? See that? I'm gonna make sure you can see it. It's like in your way. Boom. Shakalaka. Look at that. Look at that natural sauce. Bentley, stop it. See? So now we're gonna hit it with the seasoning. We're gonna open our carbone. I might not use all of it. Yeah, I am. It's like 3/4 of the pan for your hot water. Boom. Right? Some people put a little salt in their water. I think I will today. I usually don't, but I don't know. And I would have told you already in the beginning. I'm going to put this in the beginning. This is the type of pan. It doesn't have to be a glass pan. Just a nice size. Food. Damn, you see what you gotta go through trying to do content? People just trying to mess up your video, man. So the sauce is going to continue to simmer. We're going to wait till this boils, and then we are going to put our shells in there. Okay, we're done with this. Let's wash this. Our spinach. We got to shred the cheese. Okay, so I'm going to come back to y'all in 1 sec to shred the cheese. Okay, so I guess I wasn't recording that time. Oh, that is such a trip when you do that. So all I did was cut the cheese in half because I'm gonna shred it. And I was saying that if you don't want to shred it, you can use the shredded already. These are just my favorite. I love this cheese. It's the best cheese. So I had said all that and wasn't even recording. Girl. Now we're gonna do this. Get to it. Okay, that is the first batch. And then we're gonna do the other side. Yes, we need all this. So we are going to take a quick break on the cheese. That'll be there because this water is boiling. Open this pack on up. Just go ahead and slide it on in there. We don't want to break the shells. We definitely don't, you know? We're going to go in there like that, but we're going to separate them. So, if you can find something like this, it's just, so we just go in and just make sure that they're pulled apart, because it's way easier to go through a one by one like this when you first put them in there than when they cook stuck together. This is a very important part because this is what you're using to layer. So I'm just literally going in each one and just separating. See, that one was almost stuck together. Separate. Look, it's almost stuck together. Separate that. See, that motherfucker's almost stuck. Boom, we got it. Separate. I hate trying to get them unstuck after. It is the worst. There ain't that many. There's only like 20. Like, don't be lazy. This one's going to separate. Okay, I got it. Okay, boom. Now, of course, I just eye it at this point. Come on, get off there. Yeah, they're all separated now. Of course, I just eye it, but make sure you pay attention to the instructions, okay? So, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. So, we can finish the cheese. Okay, the cheese is done. Look at that. So we are going to take the shells out. Go ahead and drain those. And then we're going to start putting it together. So this is definitely optional. You know, the noodles are all set, draining. Sometimes I'll just put a dash of olive oil. Just a dash, optional. Just a dash, and like that way, where'd my tongs go? Oh, here they go. That way they just make sure that they don't stick to each other. It's Italian. We use olive oil for everything. See how my noodles are not stuck together? You guys can see what's going on here, you know what I mean? Not stuck together at all. Then that's gonna happen. But look at that. Don't play. So just a little olive oil in there just to get them all nice and slippery. Okay? How pretty does that look? Pretty. Fucking bitch. So, the sauce. So now what we're gonna do is, they say they wash it, I don't know how many times, but I wash it twice again. And we're just gonna put the spinach right on in here, as much as you want. I like a lot of greens. You know, it just doesn't feel as heavy. Meat, cheese, pasta. You know, when you got some fresh greens in there. So we're just gonna let that cook on down. Let that cook on down. Oh, what's wrong with me? I'm always fucking saying. Okay. And once that is cooked down, we are then going to put it on together with our pasta, with our cheese, and a little bit of ricotta. Ricotta gives it like a fresher, you know, like a creme, you know. So, we'll be back. Okay, look at that. Look how much healthier that looks. You can't tell me that don't look healthier. We got some greens in there. The natural sauce with the tomatoes. A little bit of that carbone. Start layering it. Hope this doesn't die. Ricotta we're going to spread across the shells. I do the shells. I'm going to spread across the ricotta. We're going to do some sauce and then put the cheese. And then we can continue to layer it like that. But the very first layer, you want a little bit of sauce on the bottom of that pan. Boom. And a little bit of sauce on the bottom of that pan. Let's turn this on. Turn that off. I'll layer them just like so. We're gonna do 4. Just gonna make that base solid. You know what? I'm gonna double it up. So we're gonna do 6 across the bottom. Okay. And like I said, just thin layer. Just right thin layer. Like so. Yeah. Give it a little fresh taste. You know, the cheddar cheese is really heavy. So, put a little ricotta on there. And I just make sure that it's smooth all across. Then what we are going to do is add some of our sauce and spinach. If you see any big chunks of turkey burger, just go ahead and, you know, you don't want no big chunks. Nobody wants to bite into a big chunk. I kind of tried to do it in here, but, you know, it's not necessary to, like, mash it up. I think that's enough sauce. Go right in with our cheese. Boom, just like a nice layer just to coat it, you know? We don't need heavy cheese, you know? This don't gotta be such a heavy meal when people say lasagna. It don't have to be that heavy. Your fresh herbs, got your fresh tomatoes, not using canned. Got all your little veggies in there. So now we're just gonna go in with 4. If that's too many noodles for you, that's fine. You can use 3. Same thing. Going with our little creme. Right across, just right across. Just so like every bite you take, you could just taste just like a little pinch. Creme, just make it taste a little fresher. Promise you. Less heavy. Okay. Like so. No problem. Alright, I'm going to continue. I'm probably going to do like 4 layers, but when you get down to having like minimal sauce, then just make sure that you don't do a whole nother layer and you don't got no sauce for it. Like I'll show you. And oh yeah guys, preheat your oven to 350. Perfect time to do it. Okay guys, look at our masterpiece. So what I did was I did 1 layer with you guys, and then I was finishing the layer of ricotta. I finished that layer, and I did 2 more layers. So after the cheese, I put the more noodles down, laced the ricotta, put some sauce, meat, and then put the cheese. I did that 2 more times. So it's a total of 4 rounds. Okay, there's a little bit more cheese on the top. That's gonna roll over to the sides. And look at that. Look how good that looks. So we are going to put it in the oven for like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I know. I be liking mine to have like a little crispiness on the top. So see you when you guys get back. We're going to make sure we get to this kitchen, because that's what we do around here. We make sure it's clean around here. Okay, we did it. Don't you feel so good about yourself? Oh my goodness. Oh my babies. Good job. Got some healthier lasagna. Okay, let's check on it and see what the status is. Wow, it's coming along beautifully. Another 20 minutes. Come along. Okay, guys, time to take it out. Look, clean kitchen. Okay. That way you can just eat and relax. Look at that. Hold on, I'm going to take it all the way out for you guys. A crispy top. Let me give you another view. Look at that. I hope yours turns out good. So good. What's a max? That. Okay. Look at that. Looks so good.